Good. Okay, friends, we got another video blurb for you. Uh, yeah, this one, oddly enough, this one comes from Facebook from about 3 years ago, back in 2015. Yeah, I wrote this actually long before the idea of writing a story about a day in the life of Millie, our basset hound. This was probably a precursor. Probably writing this story sort of planted the seed, shall we, or the notion that I actually might be able to write a book about her entire day. Yeah, 24 hours in the life of a hound, a pampered hound. So yeah, I'll read this to you real quick. I did want to say though, I know last night we had a bit of an emergency with Millie. She was I think she had a bad reaction to that tick medicine. You know, the kind that you tick repellent. You squirt a little bit of it on their right below their neck, kind of where if they had, I guess they have shoulder blades. Dogs do, and in that neck of the woods. And she got kind of frothy and was breathing hard, and all in all, it wasn't looking good. I was very, very worried about her. We got her. We didn't quite take her to the vet because, frankly, it was kind of late at night, and I don't know if I would have had the money to pay the bill. Tell you the truth, but we rinsed her off, got all that medicine away from her, and just kept a good eye on her. Of course, we would have gotten her to the vet if we absolutely had to, but she looked like she was woefully ill, but at the same time looked like it might just pass. So we kept on her, and things worked out. She seems a little lethargic today, but not too bad. Yeah, her breathing's better. She's not frothing. In fact, she's kind of walking around, sitting up now, looking for a target of opportunity. So I think her appetite's not back yet. She'll probably have to nap a bit more than normal. Like 98% of the day instead of 96. And oh no, she'll. I think she's on the mend. But oh boy, yeah, that was boy. It's a shame because they can't really talk to you. Yeah, I was worried. Honestly, I was a little worried. She might not. I was kind of worried she might not make it, being such an old dog. But yeah, again, I find walking dogs a lot, getting them out into the woods and stuff, and not just lounging around. I think the exercise is good for them and makes them stronger even as they hit old age. So it's kind of what I'm doing with myself, I guess. But yeah, I was worried last night. It was pretty rough. In fact, I know it sounds, people might laugh, but actually I baptized her. I was a little afraid she might not make it, and I figure anything to get her in good with the big guy. Uh, but at the same time, dogs, I think, don't have to worry. Dogs are pretty much, I think, the ultimate, the ultimate good being. You get right down to it. Oh, I know sometimes they make a mess on the floor or something, but that's just an accident. Yeah, that can be explained away. But I think all in all, dogs are have a very good heart to them. I know one thing: if you when your time comes, if you go when you get to wherever you're going, if you don't see dogs, find an attorney. Yeah, you're gonna because yeah, if there ain't dogs, yeah, I don't think it's heaven. All right, I got a feeling. Yeah, yeah. You want to hear a lot of barking. Okay. See fire plugs all around. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. Anyway, so here's that story. Again, I did this, like I said, long before I thought of doing that 30 or 40,000 word book on Millie's itinerary. That book's not published yet, but hopefully one day I'll get some money to do it. Maybe. Okay. Millie's place in the sun. Okay. Oh, I'd say Millie, our hound, wants to be taken outside for a walk at least 8,422 times a day. And just that amount, and just half that amount at night. She also demands at least one long walk out in the woods every day. Naturally, my wife Sandy can't meet all these demands, so I too get drafted for the treks out to the side, back, and front yards. And a lot of times for me, it's I'm in the middle of doing a show when Millie's Call of the Wild hits her, or maybe something real good is on the tube. I just realized the tube is not what to call a TV anymore. There's no tubes in them nowadays, right? Yeah. Sometimes I've got to go every bit as bad as she does. Whatever my reason to briefly postpone the trip to the yard, whatever that reason might be, it falls on huge, floppy, but deaf, furry ears. Soon the barking and whining takes its toll on my ears and my central nervous system, and well, out we go. This morning was no exception. Millie let out with an almost inaudible low-pitch whine, and I knew it was time for her first stroll of the day. I tried to explain that I was still in my underwear and, couldn't go out like this. She didn't want to hear it. No, the whining turned to short staccato barks as I ran around the house trying to find my drawers. Socks and shoes were out of the question because now she was butt sliding all over the house and really barking loud. I looked like a mental patient having a bad day on the ward as I went out to greet the brand new day, pulling on my dungarees with what little hair I have left uncombed, and no socks or shoes, no shirt, and tripping over a leash and babbling gibberish with a basset hound dragging me to the hedgerow along the lane. Yeah, normally our lane is quiet as far as traffic goes, but soon as I'm out there with Millie, especially when I'm dressed like a derelict, you'd think it was the Jersey Turnpike in rush hour. I'm looking pretty wild, and the neighbors approach slowly and kind of get to the other side of the road. Once past us, they accelerate and they don't look back. Oh my gosh! Millie, for her part, does what all dogs must do on any morning trip to the yard, but she's very particular and sniffs out just the right spot. Let's see, and sniffs out just the right spot. Yes, okay, and sniffs out just the right spot. This can take hours for a basset hound. Sometimes it takes weeks, but when she's all through and we start heading back to the front door, something else happens. We'll be making good time, heading for the front door. Halfway home, I can almost taste my first cup of coffee of the day. The best cup, yeah. Then bang, my leash arm just about pulls out of my socket. Millie has come to a dead stop. I may as well be trying to tug the Rock of Gibraltar. Millie has found a sunbeam, and progress halts. I don't even have to turn around to see what's happened, but I always do. I turn and, well, there she is, sitting on her haunches, facing the morning sun. She won't be moving anytime soon now. It's like she's in a trance, just staring at the sun and letting the glow fall on her face. Yep. Let's see. The only thing I can do is turn and face the sun, too. Neither one of us stares at it directly. We sort of just look in that direction and watch it slowly move across the sky. I'm speaking for both of us when I say it feels good and warm on our faces. No matter what our life expectancy might be, life is short. I figure Millie might be thinking, soak up that light and heat while you can. I know the thought crosses my mind as I stand there gawking. If the sun could see us, I think it would send its best rays in our direction. If you look closely, you'll see Millie's nose twitching and moving to and fro, and like a radar antenna. I don't have her ability to smell, but I guess her sniffing would be like me watching the morning news. She must be checking out the local news and gossip in the world of her yard. I know the other day she sniffed and stared and started in the direction of our shed. She sniffed up to the paper-thin body of the paper-thin body. Wait a minute. Sniffing would be like, hey, but doggone, I went and lost my. She's okay. Yeah, she must be checking out the local news and gossip in the world of her front yard. Of her yard, rather. She sniffed up to the paper-thin body of a dead rat. I'm guessing a crow found it on the highway and flew it to our yard. The crow must have gotten scared, or or came to his senses, realizing he was about to eat a rat, and flew away with not even taking one bite. It was pretty flat, that rat, yeah, sort of a rat cracker. Millie almost got it, but luckily I intervened. I think Millie was relieved that I threw it away. She rolled on her back for a belly rub. I gave her a good one. Then we went inside for a nice bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. My coffee was cold, so I nuked it. There you are. Okay, neat. Yeah, this was a posting, like I said, about 3 years ago. I see someone named Dawn. I won't do the last name, but Dawn. She replied. She said, "This is also the morning routine of my lab. He'll find a stick out on the way back to the house and lay his 100-pound body down, and there we are at least until he finishes chewing the stick to bits, or he'll walk right up to the sidewalk to the front door and sit down and pull his donkey routine, and there's no budging him. Gee, but I love him though," she says. Yes. Ain't that, yeah. And I wrote back to her, "Yes, aren't they great critters?" Well, they are. They're dogs. Yes, sir. Okay, well, anyway, there you go, friends. I know I stumbled through that a little bit, but the print's kind of small. Yeah. Anyway, so hope you liked it. We'll see you later. Thank you, and God bless. Again, I think those of you who emailed or posted good wishes for Millie, I do thank you. She's, I think, going to be just fine now. At least that's the plan. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye now.